First thing first, I'm gonna talk about the Bobo life with Matisse Thybulle and JaVale McGee. So, what are
Yeah,
your
no,
opinions on their vlogs and stuff like that?
no, I thought it was pretty fun watching Javel and Matisse kind of explore into something that we we outsiders don't really know what's going on, and it
Mm,
was great to see a young rookie in Matisse on the 76ers having fun with it, and Javel kind of always been a bit mischief in the league, but
hmm.
always enjoyed what he does in the NBA. So I think it's cool that they're both on two good teams, good playoff teams. It looks like so it's going to be fun to watch for sure. I mean, I've already enjoyed a couple of the episodes just seeing what they do around the bubble and seeing what the NBA is doing in protocols. It's pretty interesting.
Hmm.
I don't
Yeah,
know what
like
your
you said,
thoughts are.
it's a
Yeah.
very interesting perspective that we're getting from them because, like, from what we've seen from the media, the bubble looked like it wasn't really that good with what the food and all that. Some people were like saying it's the NBA and they're complaining that they should get better stuff. But according to the vlogs and stuff like that, it looks like they're eating pretty good to me. And the
Yeah.
where they are, it doesn't look like. But then I guess it like transferred over the next couple of days that they improve more just so that they could get used to. Yeah,
Yeah, and I think bubble life is going to be good for the next couple of months. The NBA is going to learn to improve, and we're already seeing good things with the cases that are going on
hmm,
right now with the COVID cases in the NBA. You want to talk a
yeah.
little bit about that?
Yeah. So like I was saying earlier to you before we are filming, like big ups to Adam Silver. He really took control of it. He brought back his sport, and now they have no cases even. He you could arguably say he's one of the best commissioners in professional sports. I mean, I think he's better than most, like with what he's
Mm-hmm.
doing and all that, the impact he's had on the NBA. And yeah, but what's your opinion?
Oh no, yeah, I think Adam Silver's doing a pretty good job. I think the NBA PA, barring a few people like Kyrie Irving and stuff like that, going through the motions that they went through. I think Adam Silver's done a pretty good job so far. I think that entire team within the NBA, like front office, has done a good job to protect the players and make sure that everyone's just staying safe, but still being able to enjoy the game that we all love.
Yeah. Well, moving on to returning with basketball, talk about some of the headlines from day one of scrimmages. First up, we got my boy Bol Bol. So, what did you think about his performance?
No, I thought Bol Bol did an absolutely amazing job. I thought he enjoyed he enjoyed his glory time. I
Hmm.
saw a meme that said like July 22nd Bol Bol scrimmage is better than Michael Jordan and LeBron James all time. It's like just that one snippet of just all the blocks and the threes, and he was looking like a shooting guard scary version of his dad. That entire lineup the Nuggets ran out there was just it was so
Yeah,
tall. It was
point
you
guard
had like your
Jokic.
shortest player at 6'7" and yeah, the greatest playmaking center of all time at point guard. I'll state it once, I'll state it 1,000 times. Nikola Jokic is the best playmaking center ever. No one can change my mind.
Yeah, I mean, it was
And
interesting to watch him. I think, like,
yeah,
it's honestly it's unique for a player because obviously he's very tall, taller than like most players, and I mean, I think it looks kind of funny when he shoots and when he dunks, but I mean, I just think it looks really cool, honestly.
it's like one of those glitched NBA players
Yeah, yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
It's just like you
Like in
don't know
2K, the
what's
guys with
going
like the
on, but it's
arms.
yeah. You don't know what's going on, but it's working, so you don't deny it.
Yeah, I
Guys who
mean, like
can
I said,
dunk
he's
from the
gonna be a
3 point
threat.
line. Oh yeah, absolutely. And that Nuggets team is still being slept on. We went over it in our
Hmm.
power rankings. We both think the Nuggets can blossom into an amazing team. And to show that this lineup is a thing, just as a joke, it's kind of scary to think that
Yeah,
that could actually be they could actually run it because you have Jokic playing the one and Bol Bol playing the two. Then you
yeah,
have Grant and Millsap at the three and the four, and then you run Mason Plumlee at center. It's over for the league.
yeah. It's funny because it could like it honestly works. Like they play as not as much as if they're guards, but they can play just as good as most guards in the league.
Yeah, it's like They play better than Alfred Payton, so I wouldn't
Yeah.
complain if I were the Nuggets. Salty Knicks fan checking in.
Yeah.
I hate my team sometimes.
Okay, moving
No,
on though.
but
Seth
speaking
Curry,
speaking of speaking of an absolute legend, the best Curry out of all
the
three of
best
them,
Curry.
Steph Curry. Didn't miss a single shot in this game against a LeBron-led Lakers team. I don't think Steph Curry ever went perfect from the field against LeBron James and scored 20 plus points. I might be wrong because Steph Curry is an absolute god at point guard, but you know what? No, I need to fact check myself. So continue talking about Seth Curry's absolute incredible game.
I mean, yeah, obviously he went 100% from the field, hitting all his threes, hitting all his field goals. I mean, I just think a lot of people saying it's only scrimmage and stuff like that, but it's still a game technically. So, there's still people out there playing, guarding you, and they're really downplaying it. But I feel like he showed us what he's really capable of. But I mean, I guess you could go both ways. Like it's just a scrimmage, but I feel like he's just showing that he's capable of scoring like that at will whenever he wants. One brother's just as good
Yeah.
as the other. I feel like.
Yeah, he has that clutch gene in him. I know he's a former
Hmm.
Trailblazer, so he has a bit to your heart. And
Yeah.
no one really likes Steph because he's on the Warriors. But I like that the brothers are still competing at a good level
Hmm.
enough that we can make the jokes that the one who's been a six man his whole career, but not a bad six man, not at
Hmm.
all. He's a good role player. But when your brother is a two-time MVP and the first unanimous MVP of all time, there's there's a bit of a standard you
Yeah.
need to live up to. As the older brother, is Seth older than Steph?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, little bro. Well, little bro's always meant to be better than you anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Gotta
right.
teach him better.
Nico's gonna be better. Yeah, Nico's gonna be better than you.
Yeah. The other two are gonna be better than me.
Yeah, I ain't got no siblings. I'm the pinnacle.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I did fact check myself. It does not look like Steph Curry ever had a perfect game against LeBron James.
Mm. That's
So
something he can
Seth can ride
hold
that.
against him.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. As much as Steph says, "Oh yeah, I have two rings against LeBron," he's like, "Yeah, well, I went perfect for perfect and scored 28 points on him."
There we go. He's finally got something.
And you needed an MVP to win.
Yeah.
I did it with Luca. No, but
All right.
that we talked about that Mavs team already, and it looks like
Mm-hmm.
scrimmages are going to be fun, but someone who playing the scrimmage and might not play after this, Victor Oladipo, the
Mm-hmm.
boy from the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, he got the dub today against my Blazers. Sadly,
Yeah.
didn't really get to watch the game, but I watched the highlights afterwards. We looked pretty good. I mean, it's only scrimmage, so not too much. Teams right now are just testing the waters, testing out lineups and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway,
Mm-hmm.
Victor Oladipo, we heard that he's unsure about playing in the seeded games. He's already debating coming down to Orlando in itself, but
Mm-hmm.
he decided to come, and now he's unsure about playing the seeded games. But I can kind of see where he's coming from because if you see that I mean, you don't really want to say that you see your team not having a chance, but when your chances are slim, you kind of want to reserve yourself, especially since he's coming back from an injury. He doesn't want to
Yeah.
accidentally re-aggravate it in some type of way, and he's just playing it safe. But I feel like the media is kind of pressuring him to play, but I mean, if I was him, I'd just do what's best for me and maybe sit out.
Yeah, especially coming off that knee injury. He wasn't exactly fully healthy when the season was back. So,
Hmm.
I mean, he could come back if he wanted to, but it's kind of like, is it worth it with my knee being the way it is and all
Hmm.
this virus stuff going on? So, it's really up to Victor at this point because it's his health at the end of the day, and I
Hmm.
still want to see him achieve where he was at because he was really close to hitting like a all-star caliber shooting guard.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Like you said, whatever is best for him, whatever works out for him. Because we're not
Yeah.
completely ruling out the Pacers, because anybody can win it, honestly. But you know,
Hmm.
it's really up to him if he wants to play or not.